In the bone dry expanses of northern Kenya, there exists a curious enclave of tradition. Here, a man's marital status is a complex algorithm. The more wives, the merrier. Yet, amidst this matrimonial turbulence lies a village where the male species is as welcome as a porcupine in a balloon factory. Beautiful, tall, handsome, and dripping with culture. You might assume it's the legendary Maasai, but nope. These are the Samburu. Welcome back to Afro Artista Films, and as usual, press that like button. Thank you for joining me in another exciting journey through the various cultures of Africa. Today, we are exploring the Samburu people. Number 1, let's start with the basics. The Samburu are a Nilotic ethnic group belonging to the larger Nilotic-speaking family. They are closely related to the Maasai, sharing linguistic and cultural ties with this group. Estimated to number around 350,000, the Samburu reside primarily in Northern Kenya, specifically in the Samburu County. Number 2, origins. The Samburu, as part of a bigger Ma group, are thought to have migrated from South Sudan in the 16th century. The group splintered in half, with the Samburu settling in northern Kenya and the Maasai continuing further south. Their interactions with neighboring communities such as the Rendille have contributed to cultural and genetic exchanges, shaping who they are today. Number 3, genetics. Many of them, despite their Nilotic roots, bear striking phenotypical similarities to the Kushites. This can be attributed to their proximity to the Rendille Cushitic group, with whom they share lifestyle and even resources. Gene flow from the Samburu has created a Rendille subgroup called the Areal. Generally speaking, though, the Samburu are about 60% Nilotic and 30% Cushitic. The rest is attributed to other neighboring groups such as the Bantu, the Oromo, and the Turkana. Number 4, personality. The Samburu are a delightful blend of tradition and aggression. Picture this, a conservative bunch who wouldn't touch Western civilization with a 10-foot pole unless it's to give it a good hearty smear. They are as devoted to their culture as a cat to its nap spot on a sunny windowsill. And speaking of cats, their warriors, the Morans, are like feline predators. Don't poke them unless you are ready to face the claws. Clash with their Pokot neighbors? Sure, why not? It's like a neighborhood block party, except instead of bringing a casserole, they bring spears. Got too many kettle? Well, say goodbye to a few because they'll just magically disappear in a midnight raid. But hey, no hard feelings, right? It's all just part of the cultural exchange program. And let's not forget their charmingly patriarchal society, where men wear the crown and the women, well, let's just say they have perfected the art of the submissive eye roll. But fear not, dear visitor, for despite the potential bruising and gender inequality, the Samburu are the epitome of hospitality. They will welcome you with open arms, dance until the cows come home, and feed you until you are too stuffed to ask uncomfortable questions about the societal norms. Music, singing, and dancing are important elements of these guys and can be experienced at the annual Lake Turkana Festival in Loyangalani, Turkana County. In short, awesome, cultured people. Number 5. Language. The Samburu dialect is closely related to the South Maasai dialects, about 77% to 89% lexical similarity. The word Samburu itself may derive from the Ma word Sambur for a leather bag the Samburu use. Here, is a sample of this beautiful Nilotic language. Number 6. Did you know that within the Samburu is a community, a village where women rule and men are banned? Founded in 1990 by a band of fierce women who decided they've had enough of unwanted attention from local soldiers, Umoja has become a safe haven for anyone seeking refuge from the less than charming aspects of Samburu culture. Child marriage? Nope. FGM? Not on their watch. Domestic violence? Absolutely not. And as for rape, well, let's just say the menfolk are firmly fenced out of this estrogen paradise. The village has strict policies against men's accommodation, and no men are allowed here. Number 7. Economy. The Samburu people have historically relied on semi-nomadic pastoralist lifestyle revolving around cattle herding, goat and sheep rearing, and camel husbandry. These animals provide them with essential resources such as meat, milk, leather, and other materials for clothing and shelter. Some of them have dabbled in agriculture lately. Let's just say the results are about as predictable as a goat on roller skates. Number 8. Beautiful dress. One of the most iconic cultural elements of the Samburu is their distinctive dress. Members of the Moran age grade, that is, warriors, typically wear their hair in long braids, which they shave off when they become elders. It may be colored using red ochre. Their bodies are sometimes decorated with ochre as well. Women wear 2 pieces of blue or purple cloth, one piece wrapped around the waist, the second wrapped over the chest. Women keep their hair shaved and wear numerous necklaces and bracelets. Very beautiful people. Number 9. Circumcision. Both men and women are circumcised in the Samburu tribe. Most girls are subjected to female circumcision before marriage. Girls who have not undergone female circumcision will be raped as part of a practice referred to as beading and are not allowed to have children. Female genital mutilation is, however, illegal in Kenya, and following strict legislation and sensitization programs in the region, the prevalence of the harmful practice in Samburu is decreasing, plummeting from 86% in 2014 to 75% in 2024. And lastly, number 10, food. The Samburu staple food consists of mainly milk, meat, and increasingly purchased agricultural products such as maize meal, which they use to make ugali. Blood is both taken from living animals and collected from slaughtered ones. There are at least 13 ways that blood can be prepared and may form a whole meal. The Samburu represent the part of Africa that has weathered an erasure of identity and culture. Indeed, their connection to their roots is something to admire. Thanks for watching, and if this video was to your liking, please press that like button. See you around. Bye!